Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nisha and we are playing KSP 1.3. So today we're gonna build a lander that can land on Ike. Of course we're gonna build a rocket that can take the lander to Ike also, but that is kinda implied. So yep. So what are we gonna do first in this episode is actually to upgrade some of the equipment and gear we got in the game, because we have some 4200 science and I just use it when I want something. So the first thing we're gonna build is these 3 engines here. This is the best rocket engines in the game. So it's the time for endgame stuff. So that's cool. So for our endgame engines we need endgame tanks, even bigger tanks, so we can build fatter, compact rockets. We don't have to build tall, monstrous rockets. So I think this must be a decoupler, as the naming convention on those decouplers. I think there is a TR18 or something like that. So yeah, let's see there. Okay, so we will also get the biggest one. Cool. I think I'm looking for the new cool heat shield here, and that will be in the last part we want to have for our build here. Here we have it, a heat shield with 10 meters the diameter. Let's check it out more in the vehicle assembly buildings. So let's go there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the rocket. We're gonna build our lander to Ike here. I've already built it. All my KSP episodes, as this is a highly complex game, and I don't want to see you guys just see me struggle with the basic stuff. That's why I always cut things down or prepare stuff like that. So here we have our standard switch knife all-round pod that has everything that has been with us for a long time. We just add stuff after we need it. So yeah, nothing has changed on that thing. So yeah, that would be fine. So let's check this new heat shield out first here. So let's inflate it. You kind of get the idea after I inflated it why I'm so excited by the heat shield. You see, it's huge. It's really huge. Let's see if we can zoom in here so we can get a better view of this. Zoom out. As you can see, it's huge. It's like 5 times bigger than our normal heat shield. This also means that this will break our speed a lot better when we are landing in the Caribbean atmosphere. That's why I'm so excited about it, because it will make things a lot easier. Oh, what is this? I have no clue. Oh, it's probably how fast it inflates. Okay, let's see if it's push this. I'm not sure. Okay, let's inflate it. I think it goes, maybe it's just working that way. We can play around with that later. You guys want to see me build an Ike Landing, or not me playing with a heat shield. Okay, cool, yeah, I'm just excited because that's something new. So, to make I've already used some of the stuff here. I added a ladder here, so we can go past so our kerbals, when we land on Ike, they have no problems to use ladders. That just makes things a lot easier, especially when otherwise you have to just fly around and bump into stuff all the time. So this is kind of similar to the design we were using when we built the Minimus lander, because Minimus has the same problems, but Ike is even worse with old slopes and mountains. So you can see if we would just add engines here and so on, our mass of center of mass would be there. That means that the rocket will be easy to tip over like that. If we land on, for example, a slope, it means that we just want to go over. So we want our center of mass be as low as possible. So we will start. That's why I'm not choosing this tank, because as you can see it is going our center of mass will be there. So I will go with this first, so we are getting there slowly. So first we need some decouplers here. So yeah, I didn't tell you guys, because I planned everything I want to say to you guys. Yes, and we need around 2200 delta V. This first stage we are building, this is our lander part. It's not only the lander part, because after we have landed on Ike, we need to escape Ike and go home to Kerbin. So that's why we need 2200 delta V. So let's change our symmetry to 45 degrees for symmetry, and so I will add more part here. The reason I want to build, instead of building downwards, I want to build outwards, because that will make our center of mass go lower and lower. So that's why I'm doing it like this. So where do we have structural things? Structural things. There we go. So we're gonna add these, because let's add them first. Okay, and then I will press V. Cool. So now, so that will make our base of landing wider. So once again, it will be easier for our rockets to land too than a narrow thing that will flip around. So that's the first key here, and we will add some tanks here to get even the mass of our lady. Let's see if I can. Did I get them right? Let's see. There we go. So now we have that. You can see the weight is going down again. So of course we're gonna forget in our delta V budget here. We need to add another tank there. I think it's about the same delta V in V4, like in one of those there. So cool. So let's get our arterial engines, the smaller engine parts here, and I will just add some aerodynamic things, so we will not struggle through the fat part of Kerbin's atmosphere. So I shouldn't do those kind of annoying sounds. I shouldn't annoy you guys. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, I'm totally lost here. I'm been playing a lot of Total War Warhammer, so I've lost my fast. I have to think a lot more when I'm playing here. Okay, cool. So as you can see, our center of mass is lower here. We're gonna add a poodle also. So let's see how it looks there. Let's put both our engine at the same time stage here. So we have around 1900 delta V there, but by adding some fuel ducts here, we will be able to. It will be emptying these outer sides out first, and then we can dump them. Because when it is designed this way, so we will land with this part. Yeah, okay. I'm rambling. I'm trying to tell you everything at the same time instead of trying to think it out. How I think you guys get it. Okay, let's attach them there. Okay, that didn't work. Sometimes this doesn't work with the fuel ducts if you attach it to a part here, so I have to redo it here. Let's attach it a little bit to the side. And there we go. So you can see now we have almost 2,000. We are missing 50 delta V, and that is my budget, and always with my budget is like around 300 delta V, more than we will ever be needing. And so the thing is, yeah, so after we have landed, we will still have around 200-300 delta V left in these outer parts, but when we escape, then we can peel it off and make it a little bit lighter. It also stretch it out of delta V budget, as we are using our fuel as efficient as possible. So as you can see, this design will be very flimsy, so we will add some structural struts to this, so it will be a little bit here. So let's change our symmetry 45. We will go with half of that. That will put us just, yeah. And then we'll put it like this. That will add some stiffness. As you can see, this is the stiffness. Yep, this really works. I've tried it out. We will actually go to the landing pad so I can show you guys. It's better to see stuff, how it works, than just me promising it will work. It will work and I will show you. So let's add some landing gears. Where do you have landing gears? There. And there we go. Let's try to add them as low as possible. So that's good. Awesome. So that, as you can see, the center of mass is all around the decoupler here. So this will have no problems with tipping over because it will, the gravity will pull us down and it will be hard to make this tip over. So let's try it out. When I've tested it, I know it can take around 10 meters per second punishment without no problems or no flipping problems. But I'm just checking here. So let's add. Okay, I messed about a lot of there, so yeah, as you can see, this is simulating a very non-optimal way. Everything is, as you can see, it's holding structural wise here, so let's see if we can survive the fall. That was around 11-12 meters per second, and it was not a very straight down fall. So you can see with this design, it shouldn't be any problems to land on Ike. Yeah, let's do it again. Okay, I've put it up 2-3 meters higher, so that means the speed impact will be even higher. Let's see if it survives. 30 meters per second. Okay, this is really well. Okay, let's do it again, but higher. Okay, so we are about 7-8 meters higher. I just want to see where the stuff will be breaking. Okay, let's see. Let's land. Okay. But look. The party is surviving. I destroyed the whole landing pad, but our thing is, yeah, nobody died. So you can see we can take a lot of punishment there. Okay, that was interesting. Let's get back at building. Okay, so now we know it can survive that much speed. It will explode here. I think the fuel tank couldn't take the punishment any longer, but it was interesting that the pod survived. Yeah, that's the kind of things I'm testing. I think I will show you guys why I do decisions. I always test my decisions. I will start in the future to show you guys like that, just because it's kind of entertaining too. So let's add the decoupler here, and we have now we're gonna build the transfer stage. This is the stage we're gonna take from Kerbal orbit all round way to the Duna system to Ike. So my calculation is around 2500 delta V, should be more than enough. So let's start by building that part. So we will go with this tank here. I will once again build outwards again, just to, otherwise you have to kind of build downwards and downwards and downwards, and then you got the super tall rockets that, yeah, it would be very hard to fly. I know I've just flight this design and it flies perfectly well. So let's get to 45 symmetry here. I like this. I only picked these ones for looks. It's no real other region why I couldn't go to one of the couplers that was tied to the rocket, but I like the look on this one better. So we'll pick up the smallest, biggest, small diameters, the biggest ones there. So cool. Press there. Cool. So now we just add another engines. Small engines, poodle engine, poodle. There you go. Oh, that looks weird. I wanted this to attach there. Okay, cool. So, is this right? I think my staging has become messed up again. Let's fix it before it gets... Okay, so those two... It's kind of like this, and those should be at the same stage. and those should be at the same stage too. Yeah, I'm just checking everything. So far we have 2,100 hours run things up. So I wanted 2,500, so we're just gonna add some more fuel docks, and that will make once again it will suck out the fuel from the outer ones and be still firing it at the same time. So it will be more efficient than all the tanks is separately going down there, because we can peel them off later, so we'll save some fuel. That's why I couldn't probably make it even more advanced, but this is the super fast station efficiency. Okay, cool, so let's press U. There we go. So you can see we are around 2,200. That's 300 short what I thought I was gonna get. How is that? Have I done something wrong? No, I haven't. Yeah, I think that's okay. This wasn't part of my under design, but I think I will. I think I will actually make it a little bit more. I will make. So, how much is that? Okay, I will just make it. This is super over design. You don't need as much. Oh, I hate to attach those. Those are always so hard to just snap. God damn it, snap. Always. Now I'm thinking I don't want this design, I want the other design. Okay, so that puts us on 2,400 delta V, so it's closer to my design goal of 2,500. But I can tell you guys, you can make Ike rocket go all the way back and forth from Ike around 5,400. So yeah, this is super over design already, so you don't have to. But I'm just doing that because in my thinking is that it's cheaper to have a lot of more fuel that you need than go back to save a lot of kerbals that got stuck somewhere because you didn't make a perfect decision somewhere. So that's why I choose to over design so much. I really wanted this. Okay. I just want to make it pretty. Because I can. It will not take a super long time. Because I just want to make it look pretty, so yeah, it's probably a waste of time, but in some way it isn't. You want to be, you never know if there is some aliens from outer space that will mate kerbals for the first time, and then we can have things looking. Oh man, that was a really weird snap. So yeah, I went through my design there. This snapping will kill me someday. So yeah, it looks prettier. I just think it looks nicer. That's why I did it. It has no point. Okay, so now the staging is screwed up. So let's start by that. This should be the lowest one. Engines should be on their own stage. And then yeah. So that is everything. It looks correct now. I will check everything when we are done. Okay, it looks cooler. It looks a lot cooler. And that is important too. Aesthetics before the design before overfunction. That is my design. Okay, I just remembered a critical thing. When a rocket gets so tall, it's very easy. That it will be very hard to fly. So we need some reaction wheels to help us turning this rocket, otherwise we have to depend on the engines on the rocket, and that will make things more difficult. So yeah, I will add a reaction wheel there. I think it will help us a bit. We will lose a tiny bit of delta V. It looks like we lost about 10 or something, but that will make it more easy to fly. So yeah, let's not make that mistake once more and add it here. So cool. So now we can start building in the lower stage here, and this will be the biggest stage because this is the stage that's gonna lift all of this to curb in orbit. So yeah, so we'll start by structural. I think it's this one. Yes, we're gonna start using the big rockets here. As you can see, it's even fatter than the Rocket Max, the new parts here. Okay, cool. So let's get our fuel tanks. I think I need 3 of these, if I remember my call let's start with that. It's easy to add later here. So this is one of the biggest tanks in the game. So there we go. I think I need 3. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we can finally start building the last stage of this, and we will use the new Mammoth super big elephant engine. So there we go. So how much delta V does that put us on? With this fuel, it can still lift itself, and it's using we have around 2,413 delta V. With a rocket we're going to do now, usually I think around 3,600 delta V. That is for a kind of low orbit Kerbin, but we want to go around 150,000 meters. So I think we will want to go around 3,800 or something like that. So we have some extra spare fuel for that. So let's get our big decouplers there. Yes, press V. Okay, cool. So now our last size, we had this Rocket Max. That was our biggest rocket we had before. So it's kind of weird that we're now using these for these small parts here. So let's add. That's good enough. And then we want to get some Mainsail Engines. They're very powerful. It's the most powerful. It's the most powerful Rocket Max engines. So yeah. I think that looks a little bit weird. Isn't it clipping inside here? Have I missed? Oh man, why is everything turning for me? Oh man. Okay, I will redo it. I will speed this up until I clean up my mess. There we go. Before it was clipping inside here. Okay, cool. So we have done those parts. So let's put it here. See how much delta V we got. Stage 9 is the last stage. So that's the 339. Yeah, we need a little bit more. So yeah, so let's add some more fuel tanks. Wait. We have to first find out how much we can make it more efficient by connecting it like this. So that is around 3,804 for delta V, and you can see the lifter part. Everyone has a high thrust to weight ratio. You want that to be above 1, otherwise it will not take off. So yeah, we have already so this was how I did it here. So let's go to the aerodynamic parts. Aerodynamic parts. Where are you? Over here. Okay, cool. So all our design goals are met, and as you can see, I told you guys you needed around 5,300, or if you fly everything perfectly, to go into Duna, and we are around 3,000 delta V over our design goal. Yeah, that goal. So this should be a very easy trip. So let's first add those there. When you are dealing with these very heavy tanks, especially the whole thing is so damn heavy, it's important to add some structural... where did it go? Oh yeah, it went there. It's important to add that one, otherwise it will be... let's see. Okay, cool. So that will add some structural strength, so they will not flop around, because that can be a very big problem with, especially when you're building. This is a huge rocket and it's so big. So when we are at the launch pad and we have attached our things here, it will just bend and so on, and then it will fly and floppy, and that is not a good thing. So one thing we need to do when you have a thing, you can get away with not adding some separatrons to your rocket, but sometimes things just go wrong, or you stage at a very weird moment, and then that means that the tanks will why do I have grabbed that? It means that the tanks will bump into, when you detach them, decouple them, it will bump into this, and that it will take you over off course, or it will destroy something. So we need separatrons. Sometimes you get away with not using them, but in my experience, it's just like a 2 minutes extra work on your build to do it, and it's not like they are expensive, so it's kind of insurance. So we want them to fire off in that direction, so let's copy that again and spin it around. And then we want our decouplers should be at the same stage as the V-stop decouplers here. So now they will fire and peel off without hitting the rockets. That's why it's so important. So now this is the last but very critical part here. If I don't add any fins, our aerodynamic point will be here. That means that's a guarantee that this rocket will flip over. So you want to add fins to make it because we have the rocket pushing in this direction, and if it's aerodynamically harder and you want to flip there, so if by adding them we will get, it will push us forward, but it will keep us straight, and that is what you want to do. The engine is strong enough to push us everywhere. As you can see, our thrust ratio is super high, so if you're gonna start flipping, you can just throttle up and it will go straight. So yeah, where do we have the fins? I will add these fins here, and I like to put them as low as possible, because as you can see, let's see if we can zoom out. Yeah, we can see it there. So if I put them there, I want to be as low as possible, because that will put it down there. I want to use these bigger ones on the main rocket here, so there we go. And as you can see now, now we will not have a problem that the rocket flip over. It's because we added the fins there, so we don't have to worry about it. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is I think these, let's check those out. 1.6 electric charge per second. It's really low for I think it's time to upgrade that on our pod here. So let's see if can I get, do you get the electricity part here? Okay, I want to know how much energy. I thought it was something you could use there. Okay, I can do that manually. Wait a moment, I will cut until I've solved my energy problems. Okay, so we have about 800 charge here. I'm wondering, these big reaction wheels, I have to check those out. How much does they use? That's the large one. So it uses around 0.6 electric charge per second, and we can do 1.86. Yeah, so I'm starting to think I need to add some more solar panels, and I don't want to add them to my pod because we have already so much stuff going on there. Could I add it? I wonder if I can attach it. No, I can attach it from this decoupler here, so I don't want to have it where so I will add it here at the reaction wheel. It will cost me some money because I added it there, but I think the cost of this one is so low, so it really doesn't matter. Let's see if I can be, if you want to be cost efficient, I think this one, and the reason why I don't want to use force inventory there is because we have our ladder there going there. So now we have some extra solar panels. That's cool. I really wanted to have that because I think we're gonna use a lot of use here. So if we can recharge our 800 electric charge there a little bit faster, so we are not dead in the water, because it would be very hard to control this craft without any electric charge. So okay, I will speed this up, but I want to add some flavor lights, flavor flashlights and stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I added some lights so we can better see when we are landing, especially if we end up on the dark side of Ike. So in the future 3 episodes we will go to Ike. The first episode we will go from Kerbin to Ike, and then we will have an episode where we will land on Ike and plant a flag. Of course, that is what this series is about, to plant a flag everywhere we can. So after we have landed, we will do an episode where we go home again, and then we will go on new adventures. So that was everything, my dear friends, and as always, thank you for watching.